Hey guys, welcome back. So now here in this session, we are in document posting, right? So transaction posting, how to post the transactions that I have explained. Okay, now we'll do one thing. Before that, there was an error. Okay, so I've received the screenshot and even in the group also have shared that screenshot, guys. So you can check it. Now I will just do one thing. I'll check it like what is the issue, so that like if any of you are going to get any similar issues and all, then you guys also will be able to solve this. Okay, so we'll do one thing. F-02, and here the company code is LL80, and what is the currency? Atik, which currency is there? You can send a message also. I'll check it, guys, here. So this issue actually PKR. PKR, yes, I think I'll 502, from there we can check it, right? So here. It's not there here actually, right? In this server, I think in new server it is not there. It's there in whole server itself, but maybe PKR. Okay, so PKR stands for Pakistani currency, guys. So here, all the currencies, whatever the currencies are there, it is already defined here, right? And let me check, like only one or somebody has defined any other currency also. Okay, so now it's here, Pakistani rupees. So we have given this 4,000 is the debit GL. Press enter. Company code LL80 is not defined. Okay, not in this server, right? A different server is there, right? So I'll tell you guys now. It was like error was like country tax procedure is not like some country assignment is there, right? Related to tax procedure or something. So what you have to do for that, I'll just do one thing, guys. I'll log in that server itself. Okay, so I will just log in to that server. So you just go to F-02 and here the date, LL80, currency, and press enter. So once you press enter, your company code not assigned to country or country to calculation procedure. So guys, this is related to tax configuration actually. Okay, so tax related configurations. Now here what is happening? What he has to do, simply go to OBBG transaction code. What is the logic behind that is not possible to explain right now, guys. Okay, but you copy any tax procedure, this tax procedure belongs to United Arab Emirates. So we can use even this one also, or different tax procedure. Click on position and let me. So what is the country code for Pakistan? I think, is it PK? Let me check.
PK.
Yeah, PK. So here I'm going to give this tax procedure, just assign and save it. Okay. So now this error will not be there for you. Now it is going to
Remove, sir.
let me check here. So logic, don't worry, the logic will be explained. Okay, behind that there is a logic. Behind that assignment, logic is there, but not possible to explain in this session. Why? Because that is tax related configuration. So once I now the next error is posting period 8/2021 is not open. Okay, so what does it mean? What I have to do? Tell me.
Fiscal variant.
You need to open the open and closing period.
Where?
In posting period variant.
OB52, right?
Yes.
So here I think LL80 itself is the posting period variant. Let me check. Yes, so it is 7th period is open. Now he has to open the 8th period. So I say guys better to open whole year, so that every time this error will not appear, because anyway you guys came to know the logic behind this posting period, right? So that is why. Now what next? So now period related things we have done. Now press enter. So company code LL80, the number range, this one is missing for the year 2021. Now tell me guys, this is another error. Look at here guys, error after error you get getting, right? So tell me now what is the solution here? You look at the error here, you all will be able to see here. Now it is visible.
In OBA7 for document type SA document type, we need to define number range for SA document type in F1B B1, FBN1.
But I think FBN1, the number range is already defined, I think. LL80. So is it defined or not? It is not defined. So 01. Yeah, tell me. Somebody want to say something? So the number range also is defined here. Right? Now press enter. Now everything is fine. Next screen came, it means now there is no error. What he has to do? Now he has to proceed further with all debit and credit details. So debit details we have amount supposed to be given, here text and other things, and then credit details. Okay. So /NEX means we can come out of this screen, entire screen.
Yes.
Okay. Now, so we'll do one thing, guys. Everyone just be on mute now. So once again, we'll back on this document posting. See guys, what is the logic behind this year shift? Anyone just tell me?
Year shift is used in non-financial year.
Can I use year shift in Jan to December?
Not required because it's financial year.
Calendar year, not required.
Okay. Now the question is like why it is required in non-financial year? right? Like what is a calendar year?
Like a few months of that year fall in a different year. That's why year shift is required. That will be recognized by -1 or +1 or 0.
Okay. So generally, yeah, that was a query in the previous session, right? So we'll just do one thing. Now, so guys, whenever we are going to post a transaction, if that's 02, right? Whenever you post a transaction, now here we are going to give a date, right? Here we are going to give a date. So what is happening, guys? System, like how system will come to know that which period it is, right? So first of all, system will take fiscal year variant, right? And from fiscal year variant, system is going to check. This is the period 8, right? And year 2021. Okay. So generally what happened? Okay, there is open one more screen. OB29. It is locked. It's okay, no issues. We are not going to make any changes. So it is going to open in display mode. My fiscal year variant is D3. Click on period. And then OB52, where the posting periods are going to be open. Posting periods are going to be open, right? OB52. And let's suppose it is, this is my posting period, right? 5th period. Now I'll tell you guys, generally what happens when we are going to post a transactions. So here, first of all, 5th period is open or not, how system will come to know. So here the period is, in the sense month is 8 August and year is 2021. So system is going to check here 8 August equals to 5th period. So 5th period is open or not. For which year, guys? For 2021, right? So system is going to check here 5th period 2021 is open. Now if I have to post a transaction, let's suppose 10th 01 2022. Let's suppose for this one. If you have to post a transaction, not PKR, it is INR, right? That is what I am explaining here. Hardik is asking what is -1 year shift. That is what I am explaining. So here now, generally what is happening, guys? 01/2022. So as per our financial year is April to March, right? April to March means what, guys? Now this is January 2022, but even in January also is the part of 2021 financial year itself. Why? Because it is starting from April onwards, right? So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and then January, February, March. At March 2021 is going to be ended for all the company which belongs to India, right? So now here generally what is happening? January 2022. So January means which period, guys? January means which period? So the period number 10th. So period number 10th must be open, right? So here period number 10th we are going to open, and here also period number 10. But the question is, what about the year? Year should be 21 or 22. So as per non-calendar year, April to March, 10th means January is there, right? So January February and March, right? In 2022 till March, these are the part of 21 itself. So we are going to open here 21. But here SAP is going to check the transaction posting. Here we have given the date in the form of calendar year. We are very much familiar with our calendar year itself. So user is going to give the date as per calendar year. So here we have given 2022. So how SAP will come to know that it is not the 2022, actually it is this is the part of 21 itself, right? So generally what happened, system is going to check here, 10th period is open and year is 21, right? But here year is saying 22, right? So system will check here 10th period and year shift -1. It means whatever the year is there, at the time of document posting, here the year value must be shifted by a margin of 1, and that too which margin, guys? Negative margin, right? So it means 2022 -1 equals to 2021. So now system is going to check that 2021 year is there or not. That is what the use of year shift, right? Year shift means the date we are going to give as per calendar year itself at the time of transaction posting. So one means 10th period, that system will come to know. Why? Because we have defined these things. But in year we have given 2022. So how system will come to know that this is not exact? Actually, it is not 2022. It is 2021 itself. So 2021 minus year shift, here we have given -1, right? So 2021 minus, sorry, 2022 -1. So 2021. Then January, February and March also is the part of 2021 itself. And again from April 2022 onwards, the new year is going to start. That is what the logic behind year shift. And again, I'll tell you guys, this is already explained even in previous session also, when I have explained the fiscal year variant. There I have explained the logic there also, right? Now, so right now what is happening, if you give this, and here if I'm going to enter, system will allow by giving a small warning message. But I think the connectivity is broken. Next one is now if that's 02, right? So here we are going to give the details. And what is the logic behind your this one, guys? Tolerance group, right? Tolerance group means, let's suppose, restrictions in terms of amount and discount. So discount, it is not possible right now, guys, because for discount we have to do certain different configurations which will come later. But at least practically I can show you the logic behind creation of tolerance group. That is OB, let's suppose A4, that is for user, right? So TM33 we have already defined. It is not there. No. Company code. Double click. Right. Group I have left blank only, because blank tolerance group means no need to assign your user ID. If you are going to give any code here in group field, then you must have to assign your user ID against this particular group. Here, this is for JV posting, general, for GL related transactions, and this is for open item means customer vendor. So right now I'm not going to make anything here. You have to change here. Let's suppose 1000. This is what the restriction at tolerance group level, right? Now here, so you have to use F-0 once again because changes we have made just now, and this screen is open before the changes. Press enter, and here we are going to give amount 2000, which is more than 1000, right? If you press enter, then look at here, you may post only document up to 1000 because we have given the restrictions, right? So that is what the tolerance logic behind the tolerance limits, guys. We are going to create multiple tolerance group, like let's suppose X tolerance group, Y tolerance group, and Z tolerance group, right? For X, we are having like a different limits can be given, and here unlimited. Unlimited means 10 times 9 you have to give, then it is going to be treated as unlimited. So multiple tolerance group can be created. Now it depends. If your user ID is going to assign against this tolerance group, then you will be having limit to post a transaction till 1000 only. In real time, it won't be 1000 or 2000, guys. In real time, of course, the amounts limit they are going to give in lakhs, right? And if your user ID is going to assign against this tolerance group, then you will be having authorization to post a transaction till 5000, and Z means unlimited. That is what the logic, right? Look at here, I have changed the amount, and system has restricted me. Now I have changed the amount once again. Now if I press enter, so once again you have to use F-02. So now 2000, 1000, whatever it is, system will allow, right? Look at here, next screen right here. So this is what the logic behind tolerance group. Now the next one is, okay. Next one is field status variant, right? So the field status variant, I told you guys, /n OP C4. Multiple field status groups we have created, right? So now let's suppose your requirement is, our requirement is that while posting a transaction, right? For a rent ZL, client is saying that for rent ZL, this text field supposed to be a required entry. It means user must have to specify that this rent belongs to which office, Delhi, Mumbai, Pune, or like any foreign office, right? So sometime what happened? Narration, this is called narration, right? Sometime user may forget also to write the narration. So that is why we can do one thing. You select this G001 and you can make it text field. Double click on general data, make text field as a required entry and save it. So if you make this text field as a required entry, now look at here, guys. Right now, even if you don't give anything here, it's okay. There won't be any problem. Press enter. There won't be any problem. There is no error. But now if I'm going to enter anything here, debit. So for rent GL also, what is happening, guys? Look at here now. Look at here the symbol. It got changed. Okay, it got changed. I'm talking about this area, right? So this one, this is small. So now it is got changed. Okay. Now, so it means while posting the transaction, user must have to give. Okay, it is for Delhi office or any other office, right? And 50 means bank account, press enter. But now the problem is 2000 years. For bank account also this text will become a required entry. So if client says that text field supposed to be required entry only for rent account, not for bank account. In that case, you guys tell me what I'm supposed to do. You guys just suggest me.
Sir, in that case, we need to create two field status variant,
Okay.
and we can allot one field status variant to rent account and another to bank account. In that, we can make changes accordingly, according to our client.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else want to say anything? Anyone? Okay. So guys, whatever answers he has given, right? So okay. So interviewers are not going to allocate any marks for this one. Why? Because see, generally he is saying correct only, right? But the pronunciation is like, this is called what is it, this one? Like, let's suppose she said like we have to create two different field status variant, right? So it is not field status variant. She is trying to say field status group, but she said like field status variant, right? But these things are going to be counted. And interviewer generally what will happen, guys? They will never say anything. Simply they will listen, they'll put a negative marking, they'll proceed further, right? Here, in this case, candidates will be like confident, I have given the correct answer for every questions, right? But even such kind of mistakes happen, which is pretty obvious, guys. But anyway, whatever she is saying, because I can understand what she is trying to say. She is trying to say field status group. So that is why if somebody like you guys may have a question in your mind, why these many field status groups are there, right? So look at here, guys. We are having answers. You copy G001 is there. Copy and make it G002. Press enter. Let's save it. So now what we have done, guys, we have created two different. We are having two different field status group. Even we can use the other one also, like already which is created, right? But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys. So here in G001, I am going to make text as a required entry. And in G002, I am going to make text field as a optional entry. Text field as a optional entry. Make it here optional entry. Now what happens? We are having two ZL, rent and bank. For rent, text field supposed to be required. So we are going to assign G001 field status group. For bank, text field supposed to be optional. So G002 we are going to assign. Look at here. If you go to ZL master FS00, guys, then what will happen? Here we are having two ZLs. Double click on bank. So bank and click on edit button, this pencil icon. For bank, I'm going to make it non-required. It means G002. Save it. If you want to change the descriptions here in field status group, you can change the descriptions also. This one is a different and this one is a different descriptions you can keep. Now, and here current account, just edit. It is required to make it. It is one only. There is no changes. No changes. Now what is happening? So now look at here. We have created two different field status group. What is the use of field status group, guys? It controls the fields. How it is going to control the fields? So field status group we have to assign against what? It is going to be assigned against the GL accounts. Okay. And while posting the transaction, F dash 0. First of all, we are going to give you GL account, right? So what is your GL account? Let's suppose 4,000. So against GL number 4,000, what we have done, guys? Against GL number 4,000, G001 is there. And in G001, we have made text field as a required entry. So now, if you press enter button here, look at here GL code 4,000, and if you press enter button, then in background system is going to check that in this GL, which field status group we have assigned. So system will come to know G001. And for G001, what is the setting? Look at here. For G001, text field is a required entry. So this is a required entry. It is appearing. Right? And then here 50. If you don't give here, guys, if you don't give here any text here, and if you press enter, system is going to throw error. Fill in required entry fields. It means you must have to enter something. A narration. It is going to be entered. And here, bank GL, text field supposed not to be required. So look at here, this is optional. You can make 2000 and press enter, there is no any error. This is optional. So that is the logic behind creation of multiple field status group. Why? Because we are having several GL guys, and as per so later on certain GLs are there, for that different requirement will be there, right? Later on certain GLs are there which is for which which is going to be used to post PO invoices, non-PO invoices, multiple things are there, guys. So different GL will have a different such kind of field control related requirements will be there. That is why we are having multiple field status group, and even multiple other field status group can be created also as per the requirement given by client. But overall, what is the use of field status group or so-called field status variant? Why? Because groups are there in the variant itself. So it controls the fields. Which fields, guys? The fields which appears at the time of transaction posting. These fields are getting controlled. Okay. Now, so there is a question from Hardik. Can Tata Steel change the field status group if they are using the same? Yes, guys. Now from Tata Steel, let's suppose they are also having this, they are using the GL accounts, right? So now what is happening? Look at here. Now there is a requirement. There is a requirement. Tata Motor says for my whenever the rent related transaction is going to be posted for Tata Motor, a text field must be a required entry. Whereas Tata Steel says that text field should not be required entry. So there is no problem. Why? Because see, I'll tell you. So here we are using G001 where text is required entry, and this is for Tata Motor, right? But guys, these two fields are control data on create bank interest. These two fields are company code related segment, right? It means here for Tata Motor you can maintain a different details, and when you are going to use Tata Steel, there we can maintain a different details. You just look at here, change company code. TS33. Press enter. Expense. Double click on. So double click on rent account. Okay, Naveen is saying no voice. What about the voice, guys? Am I audible or not audible? Everyone, tell me. Audible. Okay, good. So whenever you see the message here, guys, somebody just reply so that the candidate will come to know that the problem is there from their end only. So Naveen, in that case, better to exit and rejoin it once again. Exit from meeting and rejoin. Don't worry, even if you're going to miss out 2-3 minutes also, there is no issues. Why? Because the recording is happening here, right? So for Tata Steel, now what is happening, guys? For Tata Steel, we are going to give not G001, G002. So while posting a transaction, for Tata Steel, I have given same GL, but here G002. Now you go to Tata Motor. For Tata Motor, rent account. Now look at here. For Tata Motor, what is happening, guys? Z001. Right? Z001 is there. Okay. So, of course, like in GL, that is what the logic I said, guys. Right? Okay. Okay. So, other people are able to hear my voice. So, that's for you also. If you're able to hear, then just exit and join once again. And guys, it's raining season, right? So here it started raining very heavily, and whenever the rain happens, like power related issues will be there. Right? So if the power is gone, then internet and everything is going to be cut off, right? So anyway, let me explain some more things, some few minutes, so that because right now everything is fine, but of course, like it might be in 5-10 minutes power may be gone because of this rain and all. So before that itself, I'll wrap up. So now here what is happening? That is what the benefit. That is what I think some of you still will be having confusion that in GL segment, in GL account, why we are having two segments, chart of account segment and company code segment. So guys, chart of account segment, look at here. If I make any changes at chart of account segment here, rent account, test. Okay. So this is, if I made a changes here, right? So you just click on. So look at here, this change is appearing for Tata Steel, sorry, Tata Motor. At the same time, Tata Steel also. For Tata Steel also, if you check here, look at here, rent account, test, right? Because this is chart of account segment. So if I make any changes for every company code, this impact will be there, right? At the same time, this is called company code segment. So here we are having whatever details you have given here, that is for Tata Motor. Okay, this control data and create bank interest. And for Tata Steel, what is happening, guys? Our different details will be there. Here Z001, and here we are having. Okay, we are in TS00 itself, right? So TS00, you just now look at here what TS00 we are having. Sorry, TS33 in the sense Tata Steel we are having G002, right? So company code segment means for different company code, different details can be specified. Okay, and chart of account segment means of common details for every company code. This is what the logic. I think I distracted from this one. Okay, anyway, so I was explaining what, guys? I was explaining field status variant or so-called field status group. So inside a field status variant, we are having multiple field status group. Why? Because there are several GLs, and for every GLs or group of GL, different fields supposed to be like there will be requirement from client to control various fields, right? So that is why so many field status groups are there, right? And Then after what, guys? And anyway, one more thing is there, guys. Whenever we are going to post a transaction, then what system is going to do, guys? How the numbers are getting generated. So it is getting generated with the help of number range that is already explained in the previous session. So I think all the basic setting, whatever I have explained earlier, that practically also we have seen. Okay, there is one more thing. Okay, so field control also I have shown you guys, right? Now the field control, there is another thing called posting key. So the fields are getting controlled by posting key also. Not only with this field status group. Now let's suppose I'll make it optional. For one also I'll make it optional. Back button. I made it optional. And here, now just go to OB 41. Whatever fields are being controlled by field status variant or so-called field status group, those fields are going to be controlled by posting key also. Look at here, 40, double click. Okay, maintain field status variant. Double click on general data. And here text field I'm going to make it as a required entry and save it. Now guys, so generally what is happening if you post a transaction. So posting key means if you, let's suppose F+0. So the same control is there. Not for TS33, make it for TM33. Okay. And 40. So look at here now, there is no logic. These fields are not getting controlled by this GL account field status groups, right? The field status group which we have given in GL account. It is getting controlled by posting key. For 40, what we have given, guys? For 40, I have specified like the text field supposed to be required entry. Now you press enter. So look at here, this is required entry, right? This is required entry. But for 50, it is not going to be required entry. Here you can give the details. You give 50 here. For 50, the text field is not a required entry, right? So this is posting key means client level setting. Client level setting means at posting key level, if I have made anything like required or optional, whatever it is, that is applicable to every company code, right? If you go to F+02, it is for Tata Steel also. And even if you guys have created any company code for you guys also the same settings, the same thing is going to happen. Now GS33, same GL. Okay, number range 02 is missing for the year 2021. So go to /NFP N1 and I'll define another number range 02 because somebody has assigned 02 code. Okay. Now I'll come back here and press enter. Now look at here. Text field is a required entry. Here, I'll look at here. Text field is a required entry. This symbol itself is saying this is the symbol for required entry, right? So if somebody says like posting key control the same field which is being controlled by like field status variant, right? So why the same setting is given by SAP at two different places, guys? So the logic is that one is company code level setting. It means for field status variant, if you make anything optional or required or suppressed, whatever it is, or displayed, then what is happening, guys? That impact is for only one company code, or the company code which is assigned with the same field status value, right? For those company code. But posting key means no matter, there is no assignment between posting key and company code. Posting key means client level setting. So if you make any changes at posting key level, those are going to appear. That is, so those changes will have impact on every company code. That is what the difference, right? Now, so there are multiple things I have to explain, but that I'll explain in next session. If you made any mistake here, let's suppose by transaction posting, how to rectify the mistakes and all these things, and even some other things also I have to explain. So that is going to be explained in next session. That's all in this session, guys. That's all for today.